Well, we don't know the extent of the injury, and so we're not into the assuming state of that either. But she's not playing tomorrow, so she is out for the game, and we're going to get her evaluated when we get back to Syracuse on Monday. Well, I don't know exactly what happened, honestly, on the back end of the whole situation, but I do know that our team doctor traveled with us, so we have our team doctors here, and obviously we have a very experienced training staff. So she did get treatment last night on her injury. So they've been going through the typical steps that they've gone through with any athlete that we've had that's been in this situation. Well, I think the reality of the matter is she is who she is. She leads our team in scoring, and she does a lot of things for us on the offensive end of the floor. But you know, when you go into these situations, the unfortunate part about sport is sometimes athletes can get hurt, and you don't want to see any player get hurt on either team. And that's my prayer before every game, that no one gets hurt on either team, because that becomes bigger than the game and than the sport. But for us, you know, we have players. We're a pretty deep basketball team. We have very good guards. We have Melissa Taft, who's a very good guard. She can come in and make some shots for us. Cornelia Fondren, who started for us last year, was now coming off the bench. So we have some players that are very serviceable in that area. They're just different players. Brittany's a unique player for us, and she has been for the last 2 years now. So it's gonna be tough to replace. You know, we're not gonna sit there and fool each other like, you know, we got somebody that can step right in and do the things that she do. But Shay Taft has had some 25-point games. She has some 20-point games. She has an 18-point game. So Shay Taft is definitely capable of picking up her scoring slack. So hopefully Miss Shay can come in and play well and do that. Probably so. Yeah, we'll probably be starting on the Shay Taft in that spot. But obviously, you know, when you take a player like that, almost 30 minutes out of your rotation, that's more importantly, it's not so much just being off the court. It's those minutes that you got to try to find to divvy up between 2 or 3 other players. So that's a tough situation. Yeah, they play very fast. I think you really have to limit the live ball turnovers against them, and you have to play your offense to be very efficient. You can't stop doing what you do, because you can try to slow the game down so much where you're not playing. Obviously, we don't want to have an 80 possession game. We really want to have a very efficient offensive game on our end of the floor, and not give them live ball turnovers. Make sure that they get one shot and we rebound the basketball. Yeah, they remind me of Texas A&M a lot. I think that they have kind of same mentality where they really get out and pressure you, and they really take away passing lanes, and they change their defenses up. And, you know, one thing that Matthew does a very good job of is staying in the same defense, but playing it 3 different ways, where they pressure the ball and they pressure the passing lanes, and then they'll sag in the passing lanes. Next time you come on the court, they go double the post. They do a lot of different things that kind of keeps you off balance. So for us, we gotta keep the floor space and try to take advantage of opportunities as he's changing his scheme and his man to man. Yeah, we did. We did a very good job of spreading the floor in that game. Shay Taft had like 18 points. So we can, you know, it's different teams though. You know, Kentucky's a very good basketball team. So you know, we know this. That's why we're sitting here. That's why they're hosting, because they knew last year they were going to be in the tournament. They don't normally give you a hosting site if they think you're not going to be playing in the second day. So you know, let's not fool ourselves on that. We understand that. And Texas A&M is a very good basketball team too, but they're just different. I mean, it's so different, and I think that what Matthew has done here is special. He's really came here and really got, you know, Kentucky's always been a good basketball team. Even when Mickey was here, they were a solid team. But I think that he just picked up and kept it going, and they just do a great job. Do a great job here.
Got a question here in the back? Okay. That's okay, no problem. Gary?
Yeah, I'm not philosophical about that at all because I just really believe in two things on the offensive end. Well, actually, really one thing to be honest, just get a shot. Don't turn the ball over. Get the ball up on the glass and go rebound it. You know, you can get into these mind games, and you can really just turn this whole thing into a horrible shooting day just by just overemphasizing it. We talk about getting a shot. So if there's an emphasis is getting a shot, I can't be mad when you miss a shot. You gotta take the next one. So for us, man, the focus is on taking on the next shot, and we gotta continue to shoot the ball, continue to get solid shots, and we gotta make them. That's it. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Jen's a special player, and the funny thing about Jen O'Neill is her high school AU coach is one of my best friends. So I've been seeing Jen O'Neill since she was 12 years old, and not trying to be funny, but I probably know Jen better than Jen knows herself. I'm the one that told her if you don't start defending, you're never going to play at Kentucky. I remember that's her freshman year. She said, "I said if you don't start guarding, you're not going to be able to play there." And then she started doing that, and she became a special player. I said, Jen, you got to make shots. And so I've known Jen since she was a baby almost. I mean, she's a tremendous player, and she's getting better and better for them every year. She's very explosive. She plays off the bounce. She can shoot the ball. She's going to take 2 dribbles and pull up. She's going to guard you for 2 steps and run in front of you. I know Jen's game, but I ain't playing. That's the only thing. I'm not guarding Jen. And she's a special player, and I'm really proud of her. And I'm really happy for her because it's like one of my kids who's really doing well at this level. She's a special kid, special player, and she's really come a long way. It's just fun to just watch her grow up and become a woman, and she's doing a great job. I'd like to see her have 0 points. Yes. Yeah, yes. Yes. Absolutely. I know JJ really well. Same way. JJ, her sister, since they were babies. Yeah. There's no question. Jennifer was a great high school player, but honestly, this is a great system for her to come to, and I knew she'd come here and do well, and it's one of the things that you have to be sometimes as a coach. You can recruit all these different. There's a lot of great players in the country, and you gotta get players benefiting to your system and that play well. Jen would have been great in our system, but obviously you guys are here. She's great here, so I'm really happy for her. Yeah, yeah. Everyone's healthy. We're doing good. It's one of those things where, well, like our player said, we prepare for this moment. We don't talk about injuries. We talk about somebody fouling out, but it's one of those situations where we do this in practice. We'll take a player off the floor and play with different lineups and try to see, what we do well, what we don't do well. So it's one of those things where I say, hey, treat it as a drill. This is our foul out drill. Let's go and let's play our drill on Monday. I have no idea. I mean, what she's going to be. I mean, she's here. I mean, she's traveling and she's here. I mean, she's Brit. She's injured, but she was still out on the bus. She was still doing the same thing that she's been doing. So, we know she's here and she's in good spirits, and that's the most important thing for us. And she's doing well spiritually because it's come back from injuries like this. It's your mind. It really is. You can do everything properly, and your doctor can tell you you're at 100% in your knee, but if your mind's 30%, you're not going to be unsuccessful.
Gary.
Oh, it's a serious challenge. I mean, they're a very strong team, and what they do a very good job of. I think a lot of people against the zone, a lot of rebounding is about your position. I mean, before the ball goes up, you're not going to get a lot of position after the ball's in the air. And I think that they put their players in proper spot zone. In any zone to get offensive rebounds. They cover both blocks most of the time. Whether they have someone in the high post, so the shot goes up, they can get somebody diving straight down the middle of the floor. And you got Mario on the backside ceiling. So it's tough. It's going to be challenging, but You know, we've been in these situations before. We've played against big teams, and we played against teams that are very good rebounding teams. Some we've had very good success against, some we haven't. So hopefully this is one of those days where we have very good success against a good rebounding team.
Any other questions for the coach? All good? Oh, any in the back? We're good? Okay. All right. Thank you all for being here. The Syracuse